Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the director and choreographer, JACOB Ethan Dunham. Hello, Jacob. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, John. Thanks for having me.
Buddy, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And looking forward to sharing some of your work, Jacob. Okay, if we tune in your reel now and share it with our audience?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Okay, everyone, let's tune in now to some of the performing work from JACOB Ethan Dunham. Hey, Jacob, nice, man. Great to share some of your work with our audience, and thank you for that. Let me ask this question. Where are you from, and how'd you get involved in becoming a director and a choreographer?
Sure. So I grew up originally in a small town in Maine. And I then basically how my whole thing started was I wanted to do The Wizard of Oz. And so I got a bunch of my friends together in fifth grade on the playground and I assigned roles and we just kind of rehearsed at rehearsal at recess time. So then that kind of the school year ended and I wanted to take it a step further. So I found a local performing arts hall in the town where I grew up. They gave us the space for free. We just took donations at the door. And from then it kind of built up this thing from my fifth grade years to what I do now. So I decided to go to college in Philadelphia. I'm a graduate of Temple University. I studied directing for theater there, and I was part of a dance company called Act One Dance Company. So through that, I kind of fell into the world of casting, actually. So then that brought me to an internship in college where I was casting for TV and film.
Oh.
So kind of took a little bit of a different track, but then kind of came out at the same spot. I then moved to Boston to do some casting there, which then relocated me to New York City, where I jumped back into the theater scene and did Broadway casting for plays, musicals, New York opera, and as well as directing. So I directed shows off Broadway and did a lot of casting for on Broadway musicals and plays as well.
Wow, Jacob, that is quite a journey. And, I love how it started with The Wizard of Oz. Can I just share that that was one of the programs that my family was allowed to watch if it was on during dinner time. Otherwise, dinner time was one of those things where the TVs were off and we were just all communicating as a family. But Wizard of Oz was something we could watch as a family because my mother loved it. And I got to tell you what, I loved The Wizard of Oz so much. And, and you think about all the different motifs from that amazing film, but you as a choreographer and the dancing must have really kind of inspired you. I mean, Ray Bolger as the Scarecrow, I always wanted to be that character. You know what I mean? I always really kind of, gravitated towards him and was sad at the Tin Man and all the different things that, are part of that iconic film. But I think also, like you, so many people were inspired by, as far as, your artistic sensibilities, the first color film, and just all the magic surrounding that production. But then also your journey in visiting and living in and among all the artistic expressions that exist in Philadelphia, in Boston, now New York, Broadway. You've had such a already dynamic young career, pretty impressive. So let me ask this question. During that time when you were first coming up, and I also like the fact that you were you know, kind of let's have a show, guys. And you were the leader in terms of leading people to, you know, even the fifth grade playground. But I'm interested, were there other kinds of performers that you were inspired by that made you also want to get into the arts?
Yes. I I'm a big Sutton Foster fan. She is, to me, she is kind of the epitome of she's just one of those people who can do it all. And you look at her and she can dance, she can sing, she can tap, and her acting is exquisite. So she's been a huge person that I've always looked up to. And then as far as going to New York and being kind of thrown into the mix with all of these brilliant artists, Susan Stroman, I was lucky enough to work on the casting team for Bullets Over Broadway.
Wow.
And she came in, and it just, sitting beside her at an audition table was, I've just learned so much. And just watching her technique of adjusting small little things in someone's audition and pulling things out of them that I don't even know if they knew that they could do. She's been a huge mentor to me, and I look up to her greatly.
Well, I
So
love hearing that and love hearing you speak about her, with such respect and reverence. And, you know, I got to tell you what, Jacob, that is coming across into your work. You know what I mean? It's bleeding into you. You're morphing in a way in terms of adopting from those who you are inspired by and blending them into your own style. And, you know, with that experience, you become more proficient in the art, and your leadership capabilities and your intuitive sensitivities, about anticipating certain things, and leading others. So that's really powerful. Now, let me ask this question. What are you working on currently, and what's coming up here in the near future for you, Jacob?
sure. So I am currently, right now I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm doing a few productions for the Grand Rapids Civic Theater. They are doing some summer programs, and I also, right now I'm teaching for them as well. So I'm a teaching artist with them. So I offer classes through their School of Theater Arts. And coming up this fall, I have a production of Young Frankenstein that I'll be directing in up in New Hampshire, actually, up in New England, at a theater there called Arts in Motion. And then my big baby that I'm holding on to is I'm in the works of creating my own theater company.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm trying to merge artists from New York, Chicago, and now that I've kind of been in New York for a while, I'm trying to kind of merge those friendships and connections that I've established there to work for a awesome nonprofit theater that I'm trying to build. So that's on the docket right now.
That's
But
great. Well, listen, you're really a leader, Jacob. I really appreciate that. And I think that, you know, your vision, for your theater company, I think it's really going to come to fruition, because
thank you.
you appear to me to be someone that has the drive and the passion. And that's really where it comes from, right? That creative
Mhm.
sensitivity and sensibility. So at any rate, we're going to look forward to following your progress by tuning into your social media channels that we'll put below our interview today. And then we're also looking forward to you being featured on FENIX360. So you're going to have to keep us informed and abreast of all your progress on the app. And we're just grateful that you're part of it, Jacob. Thanks so much for being a guest of mine today. I really appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Jacob. All right, you take good care, brother.
Thanks. You too.
Real.